up, you guys? Destiny here, back again, finally, with another video. Y'all, before you beat me up, I know it's been a long time. I don't think I've uploaded a video since my 8-month update. It's just something that I wanted to do my whole entire life, and I could never make it happen for myself, but I was able to do it this time with the help of VSG. And so let me tell you all some of the changes that I've experienced now that I'm a year post-op. It's just crazy because my video came across my feed, like my very first video, and I was drinking protein shakes out of little 2-ounce containers. Like, things are so different now. Your girl can eat, okay? I can eat. I have this little thing with my pouch where I'm like, oh, you want to work today? Because one day I can eat way more, like kind of eat a whole normal portion, and then the next day I'm back to 2 tablespoons and I'm absolutely full. Like, what is going on? And my light just died on me, but y'all, I'm gonna keep it going because I know I still look good, okay? But yes, like, there were times when 1 tablespoon, like I said, was too much. Around the 4-month, 5-month, and 6-month mark, I was throwing up a lot because I just couldn't get my portions together. But now I'm to the point where I can eat and I know my limits, and I'm now okay with throwing stuff away. It took nearly a year for me to get comfortable with throwing things out. It's like, okay, if I took 2 or 3 bites of the burger and I don't want it anymore, I can toss it, you know? Like, so still, like, this entire year I've been working on undoing a lot of the bad food habits that I had, such as needing to finish my plate, always wanted to go back for seconds. I must satisfy any craving as soon as it comes up. A lot of times, if you just wait for a minute, take a deep breath, drink some water, that craving will go away. And then after a day or 2, if it doesn't go away, go ahead and treat yourself, because again, this is not a fad. You really did cut your stomach out. It's a lifestyle, so you have to treat it as such. So don't ever think that, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna eat a cookie again, I'm never gonna eat a piece of cake again, I'm never gonna eat carbs again. No, absolutely not. That's no way to live. And I'm honestly glad that in the beginning of my journey, when I was able to eat solid foods again, so like 3-month mark, 4-month mark, if I remember correctly, that I did incorporate carbs, and that I did, you know, eventually have a glass of wine. And I did those things because I've watched other people's journeys. And again, always follow your doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm a lawyer. Doctor thing, no, okay? But so always follow your doctor's recommendations. For me though, I am happy that I did introduce carbs, and like I said, had a glass of wine, and those different things, because when watching other people's journeys, I see that they have crazy food aversions, and I don't. I can eat anything, literally just about anything. Now, certain foods will fill you up quicker. So pasta, I don't eat a lot of pasta because 1 bite and I get full quickly. Things with a lot of bread on it, like subs and things like that, don't eat a lot of it because I'll get full very quickly. But if I'm at dinner and I want to have half of a dinner roll, I can do that. If I want a little bit of brown rice, I can have that. Like, I don't just eat protein and veggies, protein and veggies, protein and veggies. You know, speaking of protein is very important. I find that chicken is a little tough on my stomach. It's a little harder for me to digest. Tougher cuts of meat. I love fish, shrimp, crab, things of that nature, but tougher cuts of meat can be a little difficult, like chicken breast. I mainly stick to chicken wings, you know, or chicken thighs versus chicken breast or chicken breast tenderloin. So it's just different things that you learn about your journey. Like, I know some people struggle with eating salads. I don't. But if my broccoli isn't cooked to a certain consistency, broccoli can be a little tough for me to digest, or Brussels sprouts. But I can tear up some squash, zucchini, cabbage, and things like that. So it's like, this journey is just a learning process. It's all about learning what does and does not work for your little pouch, okay? And another recent update is I've lost a little bit more weight. Ooh. So in my last video, my 8-month mark, I was at 185. I remember that vividly. And then my weight honestly started to creep a little bit. And I was like, what is this? I was absolutely disappointed, devastated, and like, what the heck is going on? I'm already a slow loser. I'm already like not a toothpick like these other girls who got the surgery. Why on earth is my weight creeping up? And it creeped all the way up to 192. Yeah, I was like, excuse me, Miss Ma'am, what's going on in there? You know, and I feel it's because I was stressed. I was dealing with a lot of stress. I knew that I was coming up on a transition with my career. And so I was just really stressed out, and I feel like I was snacking a lot. And I finally solidified the move with my career. And since working in person now and not working from home, I dropped 10 pounds. So like in the last 7 weeks, I've been in my new position for 7 weeks. In the last 7 weeks, I've dropped 10 pounds. I noticed that now that I'm working in person, I snack way less. I pack my breakfast, I pack my lunch. When I come home, I make a dinner, but I'm not snacking all day. And my company provides snacks, but it's like I don't have that hunger. And I have to think about it. When I was working from home, my office was literally right across from my kitchen. So every couple of hours, I was going to the fridge. And so that lets you know, even with the surgery, you have to be mindful. You really have to be mindful of what you're putting in your body, how often you are eating, and to listen to those hunger and full cues. Because outside of just the regular restriction from your pouch, you also need to be in tune to know, like, hey, am I really hungry right now, or am I just bored? You know, you think that the surgery fixes all those things, but it doesn't. So your girl has literally lost 10 pounds in the last 7 weeks. I feel my restrictions so much stronger, and I have reached a new low, because that's what you guys are really here for. Like, girl, did you lose any weight? You coming back looking good or whatever? But what that scale talking about? Okay, so I have lost, you know, I was 185 and I'm now 182. So that puts me at a total weight loss in a year after my VSG surgery at 58 pounds. And when I say I feel absolutely amazing, so many people notice, but this is, again, my journey. So I know people at their 1 year mark, they were down 100 pounds, you know, and it's not like I didn't have 100 pounds to lose. Like, I'm short, I'm 5'2", so I still have weight to lose. So it's not like I didn't have 100 pounds to lose. I definitely did, and I'm still on this journey. So I would consider myself what you would say a slow loser, or I'm losing the way that I should be losing weight. I can say on the flip side, I don't have much loose skin. So I'm nearly 60 pounds down, 58 pounds, and I really don't have loose skin. I feel great. My skin did clear up a lot. My neck cleared up a lot. So I'm happy. I'm happy with where I'm at. Of course, I'm continuing to go. I am pushing forward, especially now that the scale is moving again, especially now that I've gotten that snacking under control. I'm pushing forward. I want to see 175. I want to see 165. My goal is 150, and I want to get there. And I'm going to keep pushing. So for anybody that feels like, oh, I've hit a year, or I've hit 6 months, or I've hit 8 months, and the scale is stalling, like, what's going to happen? The doctor says you lose the most weight in the first year. It doesn't stop at the year mark. It's not like your pouch says and warps and blows up at the 1 year mark. Yes, you can eat more food. Yes, you can tolerate liquids better, but you're still on this journey, and this is a life thing, okay? It's lifestyle. And like I said, even though I lost slow, even though I'm 58 pounds down and not 100 or 75 or whatever, I still do not regret this decision. This was still the best decision that I ever made. My little 28-year-old self, is still the best decision that I made, okay? And so if you're thinking about it, if you've been following my journey, sis, what are you waiting on? Because I love reading the comments where you're like, I'm 2 weeks out, I'm 3 weeks out, I made my appointment, I called my insurance. Like, we're getting things on the ball, okay? We are not playing around. it is just about us. And this is something that I did selfishly. My family were scared about it. Everybody was nervous, but I did this for me. Of course, everything comes with risk. You may have side effects, but I did this for me. And bigger the risk, bigger the reward. And I am living in the benefits, y'all. I feel great. I do. I feel great. I look great. And I know it. And I'm not afraid to show it. Okay. Listen, thank you all so much for just watching this check-in. I'm going to try. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to try my best to do better, especially now that I have a little bit more excitement because I'm starting to see that scale move again. Like that is another reason why I didn't do an update sooner. I was like, what am I gonna tell them? I haven't lost any weight. Things are the same. And I was just in I was just in a mental fog, okay? But it's like, my birthday is in a week, so it's kind of like a new year, new me, even though it's July, you know, and it's like the scale is moving again, like things are just aligning so perfectly for me. So I'm back. I feel like myself again. I like the mental fog is lifting, the scale is moving. I feel like myself again. So I'm going to try my hardest to be more consistent and to give you all more updates. I just ask for grace, okay? So sound off in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this video. How is your journey going? I want to hear updates from you all. Give me any questions that you have. And yeah, love y'all.